Welcome to your workout recovery full body stretch. We begin today on the knees, taking a moment to feel our breath. And when you're ready, we come onto all fours, tabletop pose. Inhale, lift the chest, drop the belly. And exhale, ground down through the hands and the tops of the feet, rounding the back. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow. Maybe moving extra slow here, really feeling this in the entire body. Allowing yourself to open with every breath. And we meet back in neutral spine. Sending the hips back towards the heels, take the hands behind the feet and press through the palms to send the chest up to the sky. Finding space between the collarbones, maybe we drop the head back or lift the hips to get a nice quadricep stretch. Breathing nice and easy. And on your next exhale, drop the hips back down towards the heels and take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, drawing them overhead, opening up through the upper back and the fronts of the shoulders. Forehead is on the mat, taking 2 rounds of breath. Enjoying the sensation of opening up and releasing after a nice, strenuous workout. And on your next inhale, use the hands to lift the chest and make your way into bound angle, sending the soles of the feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Ground down through the sit bones and lift up through the spine, finding a nice, beautiful length in the back. Taking a few rounds of breath, just being, allowing your groins to open. And when you're ready, plant the hands down in front of the feet, walking them over to the right side, finding a nice side body stretch along the side of the left ribs. Breathing into the back, releasing tension on every exhale. Finding what feels good to you in every position here. Making this practice your own, whatever you need it to be. Gently walk your hands through center and over to the left side. And making sure to add in any extra movements or not do any that don't feel great to you today. Taking one big full body breath. And then gently walk the hands back through center, lift the chest, and open to the side of the mat, finding full straddle pose. Flexing the feet, the toes point back towards the face. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head, and exhale, slowly fold forward. Staying nice and active in the legs, finding a deeper stretch in the hamstrings and the groins, by squeezing the quads, the calves, and sending energy out through the heels. Breathing nice and easy, allowing yourself time to settle in and rest. Letting the breath be natural. Gently lifting the chest, coming back to neutral spine. Reach the left hand towards the foot as the right arm reaches overhead. Big, full side body stretch. Get the fullest expression you can. making sure both sit bones are still grounded down into the mat. One more breath. Then exhale to release and gently make your way over to the other side. Releasing tension in the shoulders, just finding what feels good here. Coming back to neutral spine, swing the right leg around, coming into staff pose. We can take the hands behind the bum as we use this position to flex and point the ankles, working out the joints, finding mobility, making little circles or flexing and pointing. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, we send the feet back into flexion. Take the right knee into the chest, plant the foot, and find a twist. We can bind around this right knee, or we can hug our knee into the chest and find any variation of a twist that feels good. Just waking up the lumbar spine, massaging our internal organs. A few more breaths, not forcing anything, just observing the body and the mind. Exhale to release and flip onto that right knee, coming into pigeon pose. Reaching the chest up, big inhale. Opening up through the left hip flexor. Finding one more breath. And then reaching back for the left ankle, pulling it into the hips and opening up through the quadricep. Take this opportunity to quiet the mind, refocus on your breath and the sensations of the body. Inhale and exhale. Release the foot down, tucking the left toes, coming into a low lunge with the right knee in front. One breath here, shine the heart forward, inhale, and exhale, send the hips back, half splits. Keeping the arms lifted if we can, finding strength in this right leg as well as stretch. Using those stabilizer muscles to keep yourself balanced. One more breath. And on your next exhale, release down to the bum, coming into staff pose to repeat on the other side. Finding your twist with the left knee bent, whatever feels good to you. Honoring your body, and this time on the mat. Maybe trying this twist if we haven't before. Making your inhalations and exhalations even. Feeling the breath as it floats in and out of the nostrils. And when you're ready, gently flip over, making your way into pigeon pose. Lifting the chest high, big inhale. Fill the body with air. Open up the lungs and the heart. And on this next exhale, send yourself some love. Reaching back for the ankle whenever you're ready, pulling it into the hips. Feeling this beautiful opening. Noticing anything going on with your body. Maybe your sweat is starting to dry. Maybe it's still trickling down your body. Maybe your breath pattern has changed, its rhythm, as we begin to slow down. Exhale, release the foot, coming up onto the left foot into our low lunge. Big breath. And exhale, half splits. Keeping the right foot tucked underneath to help you stabilize and find more balance here. And no judgment if we place the fingertips down to stabilize. This is your practice. Always remember that. Exhale, gently release and come onto the sit bones, making your way into easy seat. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And exhale, cactus, draw the shoulder blades together. Taking about 2 rounds of breath here before we end the practice by opening up the shoulders and the upper back. Reaching the right arm overhead, left comes behind the back, and we try to meet fingertips. If we can't reach, that's totally okay. We're still getting the beautiful opening of the fronts of the shoulders. On your next exhale, gently release the hands, switching sides, extending the arms, windmilling them around. Maybe noticing if one was a little bit more open than the other. We usually have one side that's easier to reach. Totally normal and natural. Taking your last breath here before releasing the hands and extending the arms out at shoulder height. Big reach through the fingertips. And exhale, bend the left arm, coming underneath the right to draw it across the chest. Big bicep stretch. Opening up through the deltoids, breathing into this muscle. Still lifting up through the crown of the head. And exhale to release and switch sides. Grounding down through the sit bones. Taking the last few moments to reconnect with your breath and recenter yourself before you move on with the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on the mat again very soon.